frozen countryside of Bavaria. Just a few miles outside Munich, the place seemed frozen in time. Snow-covered fields stretched, and living there was the Gruber family. Andreas, the strict patriarch in his early 60s. Kazilia, his quiet wife. Their widowed daughter, Victoria, and her two young children, Kazilia and Joseph. They were simple people, hard-working farmers, but in the nearby village, they carried a strange reputation. Whispers said the family was hiding secrets no one dared to speak aloud in the days leading up to the crime. Andreas began to notice unsettling things. Footprints leading from the forest to the house, but none returning. Strange noises coming from the attic in the middle of the night, and most disturbing of all, a newspaper from Munich was found lying on the kitchen table. A paper no one in the house had ever bought. The neighbors thought it was nothing but the paranoia of an old, tired man. But Andreas wasn't alone. The family's new neighbor, Maria Baumgarten, arrived at the farm that Friday for her very first day of work, greeted by Victoria's tense, uneasy stare. That night, the dogs wouldn't stop barking. The wind rattled the windows, and as the fire slowly faded, the footsteps echoed once again from the attic above. Andreas got up, grabbed his lantern, and slowly descended the stairs. After that, ever heard the family again. Silence found that evening was dead. As if the air itself stopped moving. The fire had burned out, and only the sound of the wind slipped through the cracks of the windows. Victoria came down the stairs, calling out for her father, but there was no answer. His lantern was still lying on the floor. The dog growled at the ceiling, its tail tucked tightly between its legs. During breakfast, little Kazilia, the oldest child, spoke in a trembling voice. "Mom, I heard someone walking outside again." Victoria tried to comfort her, but her eyes betrayed the fear she was hiding. She too had been hearing things. Footsteps, short breaths in the dark. The creak of the barn door slowly opened by itself at night. In the nearby village, rumors began to spread. Some said that Andreas and Victoria shared a forbidden relationship, a story that had long shamed the family. Others swore they'd seen Victoria arguing with a mysterious man just days before. A soldier recently she claimed was the real father of little Joseph. That night, Victoria locked the doors and sat beside the The wind grew stronger, snapping against the windows with force. Suddenly, a sharp sound echoed from above, like an axe striking a tree. Andreas stood up, anger flashing in his eyes, grabbed his coat, and muttered under his breath, "If it's who I think it is, this ends tonight." He stepped through the door and disappeared into the darkness of the farm. Outside, there was only the sound of the wind and a faint, distant whisper that almost sounded like laughter. That was the last night anyone ever saw the Gruber family alive. Days went by. The neighbors grew uneasy at the silence. The dog was still tied up, and bottles of milk had begun to pile up by the doorstep. When they finally decided to investigate, the heavy, sickly, sweet smell of blood had already mingled with the cold air of the farm inside the barn. Beneath the hay, found 4 bodies: Andreas, Cecilia, Victoria, and Bridget Cecilia. All of them had been killed with blows from Mattock, the maid, Maria, and the baby, Joseph, were found dead inside the house. Nothing had been stolen. Animals had been fed, and the fire in the hearth. Police concluded that the kill had been found for days after massacre, eating the family's food, even tending to the livestock. Footprints Andreas had seen before now made sense. The investigation dragged on for years. Suspects came and went, secret lovers, former soldiers, but no one was ever found guilty. Some believed Victoria had been killed out of revenge. Others said Andreas was punished for his own sins, but there was one detail the neighbors never forgot. During the search, one of them climbed up to the attic. There, in the old dust, he found a small makeshift bed and fresh boot prints beside it. Ever since then, those who pass by the old property claim to hear footsteps above the ceiling, even long after the house was torn down. Some believe the killer